down. Fish on. Look at that slab. Perfectly hooked in the corner of the mouth with that circle hook. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Circle hooks have been around a long time. They work really well for a bunch of different species of fish. I learned to use them in saltwater, but they work great in freshwater, and they really work great for panfish. I filmed a video already on how to use them for bluegills, especially when they're spawning. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link above here. But today, I really want to go over how to use them for crappies. What I'm doing right now is I'm just slip bobbering with some fatheads and some small suckers. I've got some big crappies in this lake that I know are here, so I'm not afraid to use decent sized minnows. And we got a bite. I'm just going to reel down on them. That's all you do. You don't set the hook with these, you just reel down. And that's a crappie. Good start right there. That's a nice eater. And again, this is why circle hooks are so awesome. See where he's hooked? Right on the edge of the mouth. And that's because when that hook starts to come out, it rotates as it comes out and just snags them just like that, right in the corner of the mouth. It's an absolutely perfect hook for live bait fishing. That guy's gonna go in the box for a little lunch. Alright guys, watch this hook set. You see my wrist move at all? No, that's because there is no hook set. You just start reeling. That's simple. Just start cranking the handle, crank it down on the fish, and that hook's going to position itself right in the corner of the mouth, and it works just like a charm. Another crappie in the box right there. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the key to hooking these minnows. The key is to get the hook facing towards the head of the minnow. So you're going to poke that hook in right there, and then you're going to turn it and go parallel with the minnow like that. That way, when the fish eats the bait, that circle hook is ready to turn and hook him in the mouth. So let's get this guy out there and see if we can get another one. Oh, we got a bite here. Fish on. Feels like a bluegill actually. Oh yeah. Well, I'll take that too. I don't mind a nice bluegill out here and there on the old crappie minnow. We got action. Sometimes they just, oh, we got one on this one too. Fish on. Fish on. Oh yeah. Mr. Crappie. Nice eater. Oh, he got off right in the boat. Okay, so as far as gear goes and my tackle setup, this is a basic octopus circle hook, just like we talked about right there. That is the money maker. That's what's going to do the job. That's that Gamakatsu number 6. And then I've got about a 2-foot 6-pound fluorocarbon leader to a swivel, and I've got 10-pound braid for my main line. On the other rod I actually have 10-pound mono, which works just as good. You just don't want to use fluorocarbon because it sinks. And then I've got that swivel and another weight here. I like to have 2 weights kind of a little farther apart. This one kind of pegs the minnow and this one gets it down there quicker. And I use a fairly large float just because I'm putting a lot of weight on there and I want to fish fast and get it down there, so that float has to be able to hold up that weight. And that rig I actually have on, this is a Shimano Scimitar 8'6". And I like a really long rod for bobber fishing because number one, it's easier to manage the bobber and all that line, but number two, a nice long slow action rod really holds those crappies well without them getting off. It's one of the keys to crappie fishing and catching a lot of crappies is having a nice soft rod that's not going to tear the hooks out. So I'll leave the link in the description for all this stuff so you can find it easily, but that's my basic setup. I've got the same thing on my other rod. There we go. Oh, look at that slab. Perfectly hooked in the corner of the mouth with that circle hook. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. That's a beautiful crappie. And I can either keep them or release them, no problem now. He's hooked just right, so that's exactly how you want it to go right there. Just tighten up on them. That's all you gotta do. No need to set the hook, just start reeling. Another bluegill. I'll take those. Those are good eaters too. I was just moving spots because I got overrun by bass. I actually got a bite while I was moving over here. And it's another crappie. That one hooked itself, which does happen. Definitely does happen with circle hooks. Nice. Fish on. Oh yeah. Another crappie. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Doubled up. Doubled up. Oh, I got a bluegill and a crappie at the same time. Oh, this is fun.